Hey guys, it's Rhonda, and I'm here with my friend Chris. Chris has been homeless for the last 4 years here in Orlando, and we both are here just to raise awareness on homelessness. And so he's agreed to kind of do an interview type thing just so that you all can put a face to homelessness and really identify with just the struggles that he faces and others in his situation. Um, so, Chris, we were talking yesterday about the things that you miss the most. So I'm just going to ask you again, like, what are the things that you miss the most about having your own house or just a place that you can call home?
Well, she asked me yesterday, and I was joking around, and I said, be able to take a crap at 2:30 in the morning. But, I mean, the small things, being able to walk to the refrigerator and get something to food to eat whenever you want, or to be able to take a shower whenever, or just the small things.
Right. Um, I think that this happens quite often, but Chris had a man walk by him last week when he was eating his lunch, and I just want you to tell him a little bit about that experience and how you felt about that.
I was sitting down at Lake Eola, where a lot of homeless people hang out, at a certain area where a lot of homeless people hang out. On the wall, just grabbing something to eat, and a guy called me an effing bum. So, I mean, of course, inside that angered me, but I'm not going to let him see that. So I just said, have a blessed day, and I continued to eat.
Amen. Um, let's see here. I think there's a common misconception that people that are homeless either choose to be or they just don't want to work. Do you work, and what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do work. It's been hard for these last 4 years because I've been in trouble with the law and everything when I was younger and unwise. But I work really hard. I try to save money to get something, but it's just so hard when you're constantly in need of things. But there's some people out there, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. There's some people out there that don't want to do anything, that just wants people to take care of them. But then there's so many people out there that long for a relationship, a normal life, a home, and they try everything that they possibly can to get to that, but society sees that us homeless are dirty people and don't want to help because they think that we gave up on life because we're supposedly drug addicts and alcoholics.
Right. Um, last night I cooked Chris a meal, and I just want you to share how long has it been since you've had a home cooked meal?
It's been quite a few years
Yeah.
since I've had one.
I know they do food shares downtown, but is that a guaranteed meal that everyone that's homeless gets every day?
No, I mean, yeah, no, because it could rain and the group that's supposed to be there that night could not show up, or if you have caused problems where the area that the food share is held before, you're not welcomed back and you can't eat, or the group just doesn't come. I mean, or they run out before they get to you. It's happened to me a couple of times.
Right.
And then after that, you just go hungry for the next day.
And what about the shelters? I've heard a lot of people say, talk about homeless shelters. Are those easy to get into? Are they free? What's up with that?
There's three shelters in downtown Orlando. There's the Salvation Army, the Orlando Rescue Mission, and then the Coalition for the Homeless. None of them are good. I mean, they clean up really well when the news and the press comes around. They look all great, and everybody thinks that, oh, why don't you go to the shelters, go to the rescue mission, go to coalition or whatever. But once those cameras are not shining on their buildings, they go right back to us. Salvation Army is the best of them all because it's the cleanest. But it's 3 nights is free. Then after that, it's $9 a night,
Um,
and then um, they You clock in between 4 and 7 in the afternoon, and they kick you out at 5 in the morning. The rescue mission is 7 nights free. Then I think it's like $7 to $12 a night. I think I don't know the exact price, but it's in that range. And they force you to go to church, and you have to check in at 11 and then come back at 3 and stay. If you don't go to their church, you got to go, and you can't get your money back.
And it has to be their church?
Has to
It
be their
can't be the
church.
church
It
that you
can't be.
go
It
to?
can't be a church they. If you already attend church, it can't be that. It has to be their church and their service. And you can't have cell phones in the sleeping area if you have a phone or any electronic device, because they'll kick you out. And if you do leave, you got 24 hours to get your stuff, which is reasonable. But if you can't, then they just throw it away. The rescue mission or the coalition, I won't step foot on the property. I did it once 4 years ago because I was really hungry, and I won't go back since. I mean, they have a new facility, but people in prison have more freedom than the people in the coalition does.
And lastly, let's just talk real quick about where you live. Not specifically, but where is it that you stay?
I stay behind an empty building. I there's a Has a metal carport awning kind of thing that I sleep underneath, so I'm protected by the rain. I hide my stuff in some Rubbermaid tote things in the bush, and I put a tarp over it so no one can see it. And if I can't get into a hotel, I'll take a shower underneath a water spigot that sticks outside of the building.
And how often do you normally get into a hotel?
Twice a month.
That's
So
every
it's
payday.
every payday, so it's 4 showers a month.
Um, okay. Is there anything else that you want to add before we end the video?
Well, it's hard for a lot. I understand it's hard for a lot of people in homes and stuff to understand what it's like being homeless or how to go about approaching a homeless person, because so many the media and everybody is portrayed a certain view of us. But you know what? You don't have to worry about giving money, because if you're afraid they're going to buy alcohol, some will, some won't. The biggest thing you can do is just share compassion. Meet someone, become their friend, develop a relationship. Because if you do that, it's going to help them way more than some food in their belly, some clothes on their back, or money in their pocket. It's going to put hope in their heart. And as long as they got hope and they have someone that's going to be there for them, they're going to try their hardest to get back to a normal life. It's going to give them an extra energy boost to make themselves better.
Right on. All right. Well, we really hope that this video has encouraged you all to, help out when you can, even if it is just talking to someone and letting them know that you care and want to hear their story. And we also just encourage you to continue doing random acts of kindness. We really appreciate you watching the video. Thanks, guys.